There are a few other cool functions in the browser. This button here allows Cubase to rescan a selected folder. You can also do this by right-clicking on a folder. To stop the scanning process, click over here. You can add a location to the browser by clicking here. You can also add folders by right-clicking on any location. You can choose to view only the folder you are working on by pressing the Window Layout button here and then choosing Show Managed Locations Only. You can customize the results view by choosing from one of a zillion possible attributes here. The number in the brackets represents how many parameters you have defined in each section. We can see that there are 8 parameters selected under the Media heading. You can filter the results by choosing how many stars it was rated. If you haven't rated many of your presets, the number of results won't be effective as you go up to 4 or 5 stars out of 5. Reset the ratings view by pressing this button here. You can also use these buttons on the top to quickly navigate between the folders. I prefer using the file tree though. Let's search for an audio file to drop into our project using the Filter and Results sections. Click on the Show Media Types button. Choose Audio Files and click OK. Click where it says Search Results and type in the word drum in the text search field. This allows us to find audio files that contain the word drum in it. There is now a list of drum-related audio files in the results display. We can simply drag and drop any of these audio files into our project. You can change the maximum number of results that you can view here by going to the MediaBay section of the Preferences and changing the number here. There are a couple more important preferences to look at. If Allow Editing in Results List is checked, then you can change the file names and other attributes right in the MediaBay window. You can also check Show File Extensions. This allows you to quickly determine the file type of the media in the viewer by adding a file extension to the end of every name. Instead of using text search, we can use the category search here. Just click on Attributes. Clear the text search field and click on Drum and Percussion in the category column. This filters the files to show any audio loops that have been tagged as drum and percussion. We'll talk about how to change a file's tags a little bit later on. Now click on the subcategory field, Beats. This narrows down the section even more to only show audio files that are tagged as drum and percussion and beats. If you want to reset the filters at any time, you can use this button here. The logical setting allows you to do a more advanced search. You can search an attribute here and then enter a value on the right-hand side. You can then search for items that contain, omit, are equal to, greater than, or less than the value you have entered. You can also choose Is Empty. This allows you to search for files that contain no information for the selected attribute. When range is selected, you can enter 2 values and search for items that fall within the range. Select Subcategory from the drop-down menu. Make sure Contains is selected and enter Drum. This will display any item that contains drum in its subcategory. Now let's audition our results before we drop something into our project. Make sure you can see the Previewer section and select an audio file from the View display. You will see the Previewer displays the audio file as a waveform. You can play, stop, pause, and cycle the audio file to hear what it sounds like. You can also change the previewer volume level here. It's a good idea to hear the project playing while auditioning an audio loop. That way you can get an idea of how it will work in the project. To do this, activate the Align Beats to Project button. Now turn on Wait for Project Play. Now let's play back the project. Now the file we have selected in the viewer is playing back with the project. Click on different audio files to find the right one that works best with the project. Crazy! I love it! I'm going to try and find a similar loop to create a banging hard disco beat. I'm going to try and find one that isn't too out of phase with the original. Whew, that's dirty! When you've selected the file you wish to use, drag and drop it right into the project. Close MediaBay and you're ready to go. Let's edit the tags or the attributes of an audio file. I have a file here that I recorded in. It's a quick guitar lick. You can see under the dynamic view of the attribute inspector that a lot of the tags such as bit depth, channels, and sample rate are already populated. Notice that the values for these tags are red. This means that they can't be modified. Let's change the category and subcategory for this file. Right now, I can't see those tags in this list. Let's take a look at how to remedy this. Notice that there are two tabs at the top of the window, Dynamic and Defined. Click on Defined. This allows us to view a custom list of tags. To change which tags are on the list, click on the Manage Tags button. The button along the top allows you to choose which type of file we want to edit the tag view for. Make sure that it is set to audio files. You can now use the checkboxes to change the tag views for the attribute filter located in the Details tab of the Viewer section, the main viewer window, and the Attribute Inspector. You can see a list of all the tags on the left-hand side. Make sure that the category and subcategory are checked in the Attribute Inspector list. Close the Manage Tags window. You can now see these two tags in the Attribute Inspector. Let's set the category to Guitar Plucked by clicking here. Now set the subcategory to E or Electric Guitar. You can now add more tags at any time to make the file easier to search for. Normally, you edit tags in the Attribute Inspector. However, you can edit them in the Results window if you want. Go to the Preferences window and under MediaBay, you'll see Allow Editing in Results List. Now you can edit your tags right in the Results window. MediaBay is an incredibly powerful tool, and learning how to use it will make finding media in Cubase a breeze.